Canary Mary, I can't stand you. For reasons that I'll get into later. Global, let me touch you. There you go. Yeah, like, I'm just out here being... Like, I'm actively thinking about food right now. Jeffrey, I have to touch you. Hey! Your eyes are so square. Okay, and again, I can't get over the... Okay, first of all, we need to unpack this. I'm gonna call this detonator. Use control stick to move and press B for self-destruct. And also, I need to stand near TNT to do stuff. Yeah, it's like, her face looks like a house. She has house face. You're morbidly curious if there's erotic fan fiction of Humba Wumba and Mumbo Jumbo. No, don't do it! You're going to deeply regret your decisions. You know what, now that I'm... Yeah, exactly. No, like, what I'm thinking of, though, is, Grant Kirkhope, like, explained some of the weird sayings that Mumbo has, or, like, the mumbling, whatever, and, like, he explained, like, Uminaka. It is a reference to how he hurt his knackers. And knackers here means the balls! So, Mumbo's talking about the balls. I am not kidding. I am not kidding. I am being incredibly serious right now. Like, next time, Mumbo does, like, a thing. You know I'm not kidding, and that's why it's frightening. I need to figure something out, because I'm gonna die. You know, I may just need to just accept death. Or go back to Wumba's wigwam, because it's right over here. And then restore health. Anyway, bad fan fiction. Or, like, weird fan fiction. Like, it's gonna be everywhere. Otherwise, we wouldn't have such classics as My Immortal and Half-Life Full Life Consequences. Alright, time to be a detonator again. For fuck's sake, I will happily say this. I didn't make it past chapter 2 of My Immortal. Like, the cringe was too powerful. I couldn't handle it. You had to read it in shifts. I mean, yeah, exactly. I wish I had someone to read it with me in shifts. Oh, son of a bitch. I gotta talk to Jam Jars. No, yeah, the cringe was too much. It was too powerful. I couldn't do it. And then I heard secondhand about the later chapters where like the fucking actually starts. And then someone magics someone's jizz into water, and I'm just like, ugh. No, I know there are, but I don't want to listen. I want as little to do with that story as possible. Bruh. Like, there just needs to be, like, a countdown to fetish bullshit. Like, how, like... AO3 weird fetish speedrun. There was an Ocarina of Time fic with Link and Ruto that my friend read aloud on stream. I don't like Ruto, so I'm gonna assume it's bad. Or rather, I'm gonna assume the subject matter is gonna be a little, I read it on my own back in the day and said I have to share this cringe with everyone I know. Us talking about eating seafood applies. Nice. Oh. I don't have the move for this yet. Yeah, because if we shoot the egg... Yeah, I'm remembering if we shoot eggs in here where there's a bunch of active fucking dynamite, bad things happen. like, I don't know if anyone remembers Zuby, like that app that was out where you recorded yourself saying something and then it, like a little creature or something or a little animal with a high-pitched voice would basically say it in your voice. So people were just recording the most unhinged shit. Well, like a little bunny was hopping around or a little pig was just hanging out. All that preamble to basically go into someone recorded one of those videos and she was like, just to hear this in such a squeaky voice. Okay, so the person was like, so my friend doesn't want to watch Gravity Falls because before she watched it, she read this really gross fanfiction called Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, and then someone starts cracking up in the background. And like that all got recorded, so the person cracking up in the background, and she couldn't finish the story. And yeah, I never read Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, but I'm going to assume there's a lot of bathroom shenanigans. Okay, so like I made the mistake of trying to find the video of like the squeaky voice bunny talking about Dipper Goes to Taco Bell, and I'm seeing dramatic readings of Dipper Goes to Taco Bell. And also a lot of the descriptions are saying, for the love of God, don't read it. Oh man, I also remembered just now, Ghetto Transformers. A lot of Decepticons yelling the N-word at each other. Yeah, I think that one wasn't like as well known or as distributed as, oh shit. And I think I want to call it like it went semi-viral, I think. I mean, it made the rounds, but still, you know, not quite as many as what you call it, like the Arnold one, or the I've got balls of steel. Oh man, and then all those what do you call it, like flash animations of stuff that ended up being screamers. The Leave Britney Alone. The frickin' dramatic prairie dog. Yeah, you know how you really get the girls to be into you? Send them Chris Crocker crying. Yeah, I'm just thinking about the metric fuck ton of everything else that didn't age well. Like, I think that there's a kind of a thing in my, that keeps popping up on my YouTube recommended of just a big compilation of stuff that didn't age well, and there's a big old thing of Jared from Subway, and then another thing of Bill Cosby. Yeah, anything with the New York City skyline. A lot of stuff with Trump in it. A lot of stuff with Diddy in it. I want to say, to a lesser extent, a lot of stuff that, like, Tupac was in. Or, like, basically, like, any sightings of Tupac. Yeah, like just him, like, being, like, in the background of something, or someone, like, watching a Tupac video on TV in a movie or something. Well, no, that's just it. Like, it's basically, like, the closer it was to Tupac's death, everyone was just like, you know, and the aged like milk subreddit is also full of stuff that has not aged well. Yeah, there's the aged like wine and aged like milk subreddits. Yep, anything with Dan Schneider. You'll have to battle me before you go anywhere. Huh? Who said that? Sounds like it came from inside the boiler. Yeah, so, we need to engage. I wonder what's under that big pile of coal in the corner. Maybe it's a Jiggy. Old King Cole, the grubby boiler monarch. Look at his face. Who dares to enter Old King Cole's boiler? Ahem, I'm Banjo, and this is Kazooie. We want to use your train. You would, huh? In that case, I'll fight you for it. But you're supposed to be a merry old soul. I remember that joke. Not me, pal. But you'll soon be feeling my merry old soul on the top of your heads. Oh shit! He gonna get us! Connect! How do I fight the goal? And that was our first death. The Great Mighty Pooh Hangover Black Edition. What the fuck? Huh? Okay, sure. Fine. We ended up back at the prospector's place. I'm very confused as to why I didn't show up at the level's entrance. But, yeah, we'll try that again. This train will be mine, old King Cole. Who isn't a merry old soul? Hey, I'm back. Back for another roasting. We still need a train to help with our adventure. And why might that be? Dunno yet, but we're taking it. Not unless you beat me! Oh shit, I'm on a timer. I didn't realize. No, okay. Come this way. Oh. I can just use your regular eggs, great. No great loss, I've still got another. But I don't need arms to beat you. Like, he's channeling the Black Knight! Run for your lives! Perhaps we should sit down and talk about this. Yeah, he's literally tis but a flesh wound. I'll kick you. Okay, perhaps I'll let you use my train after all. But don't you dare hit anything! I've only just polished it. Just... why is Monty Python so good? Now we have unlocked our new fast travel sort of mode of transportation. But because we haven't unlocked any other train stations, we can't use it. Sir Galahad the Chase. And all the ladies in Castle Anthrax who are between the ages of 16 and 19. You must tie her to the bed and spank her. The spanking! The spanking! And then you must spank me, and me, and me. And then Lancelot just, Sir Galahad, I'm here to save you. No, I could handle it. I could take them myself. Yes, he can take us. Let him take us. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Let's get the unpleasantness with Canary Mary out of the way, and then we'll wrap up for the night. A teacher showed you the. Yeah, that's so. Yeah, I remember the first time I watched it. It was pretty much like a bunch of the kids in class were that if you did well enough on like the finals, then. Or rather, if you did well enough on like your other assignments, you didn't need to take the finals. So, and like I was one of those kids, and like they kind of herded us into a room, and then we watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So yeah, like they just let us watch Monty Python, and this was like sophomore year or something, I think. But yeah, like that was my first proper exposure to Monty Python in general. And I was like, oh man, this is really funny. What the heck is this? And then the teacher that was in charge was like, oh yeah, that's Monty Python. And he basically explained to the rest of us what Monty Python was. Well, like, they wouldn't have let us go home because, like, it was in the middle of the day that happened. Like, it wasn't even lunchtime yet. Yeah, that, like, my high school wasn't that nice. Okay. Alright, here we go. So we're not getting as many, Oh man, that's annoying. So you're not hearing the clickety-clack of my button. Look at this fucking cinematic camera. Oh! Sorry, dude! And then Banjo fucking died, he crashed. But yeah, good old being exempt from your finals. No better feeling. Yeah, I was gonna say something about, oh yeah. During the Old King Cole fight, you mentioned something about basically stretching the limitations of this, of the N64 technology, and it's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, every game console, they're going to have their games that came out on release, and they don't look all that great. They don't play all that great. But then, like, towards the end of the N64's, or the end of any console's life cycle, you're gonna find the stuff that looks just amazing, because, like, they kind of figured out the weaknesses and worked around them. I mean, and yes, it kind of does look like the Great Mighty Pooh. Like, the way that the way that Old King Cole's face was animated. But yeah, it was the exact same way as the Great Mighty Pooh was. Yeah, like, okay, like, Mario 64 plays really well, but it looks like ass. Like, objectively. I mean, and yeah, there's a lot of, it lacks polish, and Mario himself, like, looks a little rough. Even with, like, excluding the, like, distance render model, it's, like, he still kind of looks, he's still kind of rough. But, mechanically, okay, yeah, maybe it is a little harsh to say that it was ass, but, yeah, it's like, there was a lot of, like the polygons weren't really, like, textured well, and yeah, it is what it is. But it's like it was the first of its kind. It was a progenitor, so you can't really fault it too much for that. And it's like, I'm not comparing, like, Mario 64 to Mario Odyssey. That wouldn't be fair. But I'm comparing it to another, like, entry. Like, let's call it Mario Party 2, where I think Mario actually looked worse. But it wasn't, but, like, he wasn't the focus. Like, he looked worse, but he was animated better. Like, everyone was animated better in, like, the Mario parties and Mario Golf and stuff. Because, like, they were kind of figuring out the kinks and, like, what worked and what didn't. I spent enough time in this gloomy old mine, I'm off to swoop and soar among the clouds. Perhaps we'll see each other again. Yeah, that's a hint for where she's leaving to. She's fucked off to Cloud Cuckoo Land, where I am not looking forward to our next race. Games in a series that are released closer to the beginning of a console's life cycle versus the ending of the life cycle, there's gonna be big leaps and bounds in how well everything looks. Like, they were using the exact same hardware for this, but they figured out, you know, what worked, what didn't, how can we animate stuff without it, like, overloading everything. And, like, I think they used, like, the kind of like the polygon flexing thing, like, that they used in the Crash Bandicoot games. So, like, they didn't have to move his bones, they could just move the polygons and accomplish the same. Yeah, I think it's like the most technologically advanced RPG to come out of the 16-bit era was Chrono Trigger, or like what was the, yeah, like basically like yeah Chrono Trigger, and then immediately after that the next the next one to come out, the one to come out on the next console. Well, tell him I appreciate that. Only people of high IQ can appreciate this game. Wait, like Banjo-Tooie specifically, or like what I was talking about, Chrono Trigger, which, by the way, I may need to go into the lineup, the future lineup, because I never finished it. Anyway, to go from Chrono Trigger, which honestly, even by today's standards, looks really impressive and like just in general is functionally very impressive, and then to go to the next like most technologically advanced RPG would then be Final Fantasy VII. But everyone knows how freaking rough Final Fantasy VII looked, but that was what we had for the time, and it was so fucking impressive. You know, everyone with their Popeye arms and triangle titties, that was the jam. That was it. Yeah, it was fully rendered 3D models, and you couldn't just like do that. You needed to do it properly, otherwise you get like the bullshit you got with Bubsy 3D. Yeah, that's when like you'd go for it, but you aren't actually trying. You had Bubsy on the SNES, and it was hard. I'm sure it was. I've heard bullshit about that. And yeah, that was like in the era where everyone was kind of just vying for a piece of the mascot pie. Let me tell you something. I watched like a few minutes of that Bubsy pilot, and it was terrible. And Rob Paulson, who voiced Bubsy, has gone on record saying that it was the worst project that he was a part of. When I found out that he was Raph in original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's like I hear him talking, and it's like it's that fucking Rob Paulson. And then he would then go on to voice Donnie in the 2012 Turtles. And then go on to voice one of the dudes in the Foot Clan in Rise of the Turtles.